video library. My name is Joe Hernandez. I'm a certified interpreter for the state of California and for the federal courts. Today we are going to be looking at preparation for the state court interpreter written examination. It's a workshop and it's all on video. So if I can give you the parameters first, then we'll talk about the instruction. Okay. You're going to have 2 hours and 15 minutes to complete the written examination for court interpreter. You're going to have to get a score of 80% or higher in order to pass. There are going to be 135 multiple choice questions on a computer. The results are given to you immediately as soon as you finish the exam. And the test covers English only. So all languages have to take this first test, which is completely in English. It covers English vocabulary, very sophisticated English vocabulary, legal terms, idiomatic expressions and slang, interpreter ethics and standards, and some legal procedures. Everything that is on that written exam we are going to cover in the 8 modules that you are going to receive in the 8 videos. This is video 1, this is module 1. Hopefully you have already printed the pages and you should have in your hands right now Sentence Completion 101. What I'm going to do is give you the answers. Okay, so circle the answer and then memorize the words. And I'll give you some more instruction as we go along, and also be writing some additional information that would be useful for us once we get to the written exam. So if you are ready, please go to the first page that says Sentence Completion 101. And number 1 says, Tom and Jane did not mind hitting the target because the target was letter C, inanimate. Inanimate is the answer because it is lifeless, like this table. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, we have 3 other answers: A, jocose, B, gangly, and D, incontrovertible. Those words are not the answer, but the state written exam is kind of like the DMV. They have you read the entire book and then they don't test you on the entire book, but we don't know what portion of the book they're going to test us on, so we read the entire book. Same thing with me. If you do the homework, you will cover all the versions that are available for the written exam. So look up jocose, gangly, and incontrovertible for homework, and you'll have all versions of the test covered. Okay, let's go to number 2. People consider mules, letter D, obdurate animals. Obdurate is the answer because obdurate means stubborn. Number 3, the letter A, the atrocity of the crime frightened the entire community. Letter A, atrocity, something heinous that was done. Number 4, in the fine art of pottery making, I am considered a letter B, a tyro. That's the answer because a tyro is a beginner, a rookie, a novice. Number 5, Russia is accused of having a letter A, an agglomeration, which is an accumulation of nuclear weapons. Number 6, when my salary was cut in half, I was letter C, irate. They did not even tell me about it. Irate is the answer because it means simply very angry. Number 7, what he did is letter B, tantamount to treason. He will be severely dealt with. Tantamount means equivalent to, so that's why it is the answer. Number 8, after the boxing championship, there was letter C, pandemonium. The decision was a sham. Pandemonium is mass confusion, chaos, and that gets us to number 9. The deformation of his arm is letter D, congenital. Congenital simply means existing at birth. Did not happen because of an accident. Number 10, this letter A, this peregrination, this travel, this journey, began 22 years ago and will culminate this year. Number 11, because of her letter A, deft use of weapons, she was promoted in a very short time. Deft is very skilled and very quick to do something and do it very well. That's the definition for deft. Number 12, this letter B, this quagmire, is very challenging. No matter what I do, there are problems to deal with. Quagmire, where you are faced with a situation where no matter how you deal with it, there are problems that need to be resolved. 13, of all the letter D, execrable. Things he has done, this has got to be the worst. Execrable is despicable, shameful. Ignominious is another word. And 14, I was able to letter A, deduce from their conversation that they were not happy in their marriage. To deduce is to infer, to draw conclusions. Okay, so let's do a recap. The sentence completion pages, I give you the answer, you circle it, and you memorize what the words mean. But you're going to look up all the words for homework. Okay, so hopefully now you have in front of you page 2, and it says Legal Terminology 101. There are going to be many questions that have to do with legal terms. Now, here's the first trick question of the day. How many legal terms do we court interpreters have to know? I'll repeat the question for you. How many legal terms do we court interpreters have to know? You ready for the answer? The answer is all of them. Here, we just have to, for the written exam, we just have to know what these words mean in English. Don't concern yourselves with the foreign language yet. That comes at the oral. Once you pass the written exam, you'll have opportunities at the oral. Then you will be asked to interpret these legal terms from English into your foreign language, but not yet. First, we have to know what these legal terms mean just in English. Okay, I'm going to give you the term, the number, give you the letter, and simply make flashcards, record, do whatever you have to get these terms in here. Because the only thing that you're going to be able to go into the test cubicle with is what you have in here and a little bit of clothes, and that's it. So if you're ready, here we go. Legal Terminology 101. Number 1, an abduction is letter D, a kidnapping. Number 2, an abettor is a person who, letter B, assists in a crime. Number 3, an accessory is letter C, an accomplice. Number 4, to acquit is letter D, to free from blame. Number 5, if we're going to adjourn, it's going to be letter B. We're going to suspend the proceedings for now. Number 6, the affiant is letter C, the declarant. Number 7, the aggrieved is letter A, the injured party. Number 8, at the arraignment, it is letter A. It is the reading of the complaint. Number 9, if you are in arrears, letter D, you're late in payment. Number 10, to assail is letter C, to physically attack. Number 11, assignment of wages. That would be letter D, to take away those wages. Number 12, the attorney of record. It is letter B, the attorney in charge of the case. 13, battery is letter B, a physical assault. 14, bench warrant, that would be letter B. It's an arrest order issued by the judge. 15, to bequeath is letter C, to transfer in a will. 16, if you're accused of bilking, it is letter B, swindling. 17, to brandish a weapon. That would be letter C, to wave it about in a menacing fashion. 18, if it's a class action suit, it is letter C, it's a collective lawsuit. And coercion, the closest answer is letter D. You're being blackmailed. You're being forced to comply against your will. Okay, let's go to the next page. Now, here is another question for you. Can you ever be too rich? Can you ever have too much money? Hopefully the answer is no. So for us interpreters, can we ever know too much vocabulary? So today I'm going to make you rich in vocabulary. You have two choices. You can be a master of vocabulary, or you can be a wizard of words. I would rather be a wizard of words. That is all that we have as our tool as interpreters, vocabulary. Okay, all I'm going to do is give you the number, the word, and the letter and the answer, and then you memorize these terms the best way you can with flashcards. Record them somehow to get them in here. Okay, number 1, larceny, letter A, theft, the taking of something without consent. Number 2, if it is obligatory, letter B, it is required, binding, compulsory. Number 3, a paragon, that would be letter B, a model of excellence or perfection. Number 4, inimitable, that would be letter C, matchless, impossible to copy, without peer. Number 5, if you have a winsome personality, letter A, attractive and charming. Number 6, diurnal, letter B, daily of or belonging to daytime. Number 7, to interdict, that would be letter A, to impede or prohibit. Number 8, to ravage, B, destroy, plunder. Number 9, if it is trite, letter B, it's overused, it's hackneyed, it's uninteresting. Number 10, a potpourri, letter B, mixture of miscellaneous items, a medley. By the way, if you have some training in French, congratulations, we borrow a lot from the French. Okay, number 11, gingerly, letter A, cautiously, warily, with extreme care. Number 12, to exhume the body, that would be letter B, to dig up a body. 13, he showed up with his entourage, letter B, group of followers. 14, denouement, letter B, the outcome, the result, especially the final conclusion or resolution. 15, the gist, letter A, the essence, the main point or idea, the essential part. 16, a guffaw is letter C, a burst of coarse laughter. 17, to deign, a very interesting word. It is letter A, to condescend, to lower oneself to somebody else's level because we are so high and mighty. Okay, 18, hapless, A, unlucky, unfortunate. 19, if you seek redress, the attorney will say, Your Honor, I seek redress from my client because he lost an arm in the accident. So letter B, remedy, to give compensation, to set right, to repair. Number 20, a spate, letter B, an outpouring, a torrent, a great quantity. 21, to ensconce, letter A, to settle in, to shelter. 22, sherry, letter B, to be cautious, watchful, careful, wary. 23, to inculcate, circle letter A, impress upon by frequent repetition, persistently teach. 24, proclivity, circle letter A, tendency, an inclination, a leaning. So at the end of the day, you are going to be expert circlers. You're going to circle all the answers that I'll be giving you. At the test, you just simply click on the mouse. Okay, let's take just a little break, and then I'll see you at the beginning of page 4, which will be Interpreter Ethics and Standards, which are also on the test. Okay?